Today we have brought you the latest Tesla news. Tesla's Model 3 is the first EV to make top 10 leased vehicles list. More Tesla Cybertruck manufacturing parts delivered to Giga Texas. Tesla launches wall connector app integration as it opens to non-Tesla cars. And Tesla adds manual rear door release to the Model 3 Highland. Let's get into all the details. So let's get started. The Tesla Model 3 has made it onto a list of the top 10 most leased vehicles in the US, becoming the first electric vehicle to do so. According to new Experian data in a report from Automotive News, Tesla's Model 3 sedan became the 7th most commonly leased vehicle in the US in the second quarter. Demand for the electric sedan was largely propelled by price cuts and EV tax credits. At the top of the list were the Ford 150, the Honda CR-V, and the Nissan Rogue. The Model 3 accounted for just 1.79% of new vehicles that were leased in the quarter, and as many as 1 in 4 Model 3 sales were on lease, for a 14-point increase from last year's Q2. The top 3 leasing vehicles, the F-150, CR-V, and Rogue, made up a combined share of 7.26% of all new leased vehicles. Melinda Zabritsky, Senior Director of Automotive Financial Solutions at Experian, says, "It isn't typical for a car like the Model 3 to make this list," adding that it's usually comprised of higher volume vehicles with leases. According to Automotive News, the leasing rate for the Model 3 surpassed the overall new vehicle lease rate of 21.3%, as well as the EV lease rate, which landed at roughly 21.2%. Zabritsky notes that current lease rates are still far below peak levels achieved in 2018 and 2019, when the overall leasing rate jumped over 30%. The news of the Model 3's inclusion on the most leased vehicles comes as Tesla prepares a $1.8 billion lease securitization process this week. The process will entail Tesla bundling up several of its auto leases to be sold off as bonds, generating an alternative source of funding without the automaker needing to wait until lease money trickles in. Some think that Tesla may also use the funding to create even shorter-term leases than it currently offers. Moving to the next update, more Tesla Cybertruck manufacturing parts delivered to Giga Texas. Several Cybertrucks have been spotted recently, both on public roads and at Tesla's Austin Gigafactory. Recently, manufacturing equipment seemingly labeled for use on the Cybertruck production line was seen being delivered to Giga Texas, along with more pre-production versions of the unique electric pickup. Drone operator Joe Tegmeyer shared photos of the Cybertruck manufacturing equipment on X, which he saw being delivered on the back of a semi-truck. He later released a full video of his drone footage, including shots outside the factory and a handful of Cybertrucks. The hardware appears to be a pair of prefabricated robotic assembly units that are marked for the Cybertruck. The container with the equipment is labeled CT Zone X, indicating that the units are destined for the Cybertruck production line. Tegmeyer also points out 5 Cybertrucks total around Giga Texas, including 3 at the facility's crash testing site and 2 in the outbound lot. The news comes just a week after Tegmeyer spotted 2 Cybertrucks outside of the Giga Texas crash lab, noting that Tesla was likely performing its own crash tests ahead of those from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, NHTSA. The Tesla Cybertruck still requires NHTSA crash testing and a certificate of conformity before it can officially be released. Tesla built its first Cybertruck at Giga Texas, as the automaker posted on X in July. The automaker has since been building several pre-production versions of the Cybertruck before its official launch. Last month, covered Cybertrucks were seen leaving Giga Texas in flocks prior to being spotted on several public roads. Since then, pre-production Cybertrucks have been seen at Tesla's special 50,000th supercharger in Roseville, California, in Hollister, California, on the Las Vegas Strip, and in many other locations. The assembly hardware arrived at Giga Texas after the Cybertruck surpassed 2 million reservations over the weekend, according to a Google Sheets tally monitoring reservation numbers and self-reported pre-orders. The reservation news left many questioning how long it would be before their reserved Cybertrucks were delivered. Some think Tesla could begin initial Cybertruck deliveries as soon as October, while volume production is slated for 2024. Moving to the next update, Tesla launches wall connector app integration as it opens to non-Tesla cars. Tesla has launched a mobile app integration for its wall connector chargers as it opens its infrastructure to non-Tesla cars. For years, Tesla has included Wi-Fi capabilities in its home charging stations. It had some functionalities for owners of destination charging locations, but for home charging, it didn't add much to the experience since Tesla offered the usual Wi-Fi-enabled features through the connectivity of its vehicles. But now that Tesla is opening up its charging infrastructure to non-Tesla electric vehicles, it needs a way to access the connectivity of charging stations. That's why Tesla has now launched Tesla app for Wall Connector. In short, Tesla now allows Wall Connector owners to register their chargers in the Tesla app in order to use Wi-Fi-enabled features like charging schedules through the app. The launch of this functionality comes just after Tesla released its new universal wall connector, which is becoming a very interesting home charging solution for non-Tesla EV owners in North America amid the move to NACS. Moving to the last update, Tesla adds manual rear door release to the Model 3 Highland. Tesla has added emergency rear door release functions to the Model 3 Highland, which can be used to open the back doors in case the vehicle runs out of power. According to Model 3 owners' manuals, in countries where the Highland redesign is available, Tesla has added the manual door releases at the bottom of the rear door storage pockets. Each manual door release includes a plastic cover that should be removed in case a vehicle has no power. After removing the cover, users will see a mechanical release cable that can be pulled to open the door. Here is what Tesla says about the rear door manual release cables, as written in the refreshed Model 3 owners' manuals. You can find it by navigating to opening and closing doors and scrolling down. You can open a rear door manually in the unlikely situation in which Model 3 has no power. These new rear door releases come in addition to similar latches in the front seats, located just in front of the window switches. Unlike the rear manual door release, the front release latches do not include a cover. Tesla may have included a cover in the back to help prevent children or other rear passengers from opening the doors while the car is being driven. It's not entirely clear if the manual rear door releases will be included in North American versions of the new Model 3, but they're definitely not included in manuals for older versions of the sedan. For example, they aren't included in Model 3 manuals for the pre-Highland model in either the US or the United Kingdom. The safety feature comes alongside a number of design changes made to the updated sedan, which is set to begin delivering by October in some markets. Tesla's North American order configurators don't yet show the Highland Model 3, though some think it will become available in early 2024. Last week, Tesla produced its 5 millionth vehicle, which was a Highland Model 3, built at its Gigafactory Shanghai. That's it for now. So what are your thoughts about this? Let us know in the comments. Stay tuned at the Electric Arena for all the latest Tesla and electric vehicle news.